Rocket Raccoon takes a time out from hanging out with Groot and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Rocket is on Earth and Kraven the Hunter is on his trail. Kraven wants Rocket's fur and Rocket isn't happy. This Rocket Kraven grudge match is explosive. Hit like and subscribe for more superhero secrets. Rocket is looking for a way to get off the planet. He's not having a great time on Earth but doesn't realize things are about to get a lot worse. Rocket gets in touch with an alien fixer who turns out to be a Skrull. Rocket doesn't lose his head. It doesn't take long before a vigilante is causing trouble. Rocket fights back and escapes. He's got a contact who is hiding in a deserted house. Rocket goes in, but doesn't realize Kraven the Hunter is waiting for Rocket. Kraven catches Rocket in a bag. It'll take more than a sack to hold Rocket. Chewing his way out of the bag, Rocket attacks. Kraven has 200 pounds of muscle over Rocket and easily throws him across the room. Rocket escapes and looks to be hiding. Kraven investigates only to realize it's a trap. Rocket drops a wardrobe on Kraven and gets away. Out on the street, Rocket is looking for help, but he isn't watching the road. Kraven's got an 80s van. He knocks Rocket off his feet and into unconsciousness. When Rocket opens his eyes, he's in the back of the van, tied up, with a group of other aliens. Rocket isn't done. Not by a long shot. He uses the teeth of another captive to cut his ropes. Kraven is singing along to the radio when Rocket attacks. As the two fight, the van spins out of control. The van flips across the street and rolls into a crash. Rocket makes it out. He's a little dazed. There's no sign of Kraven and not much time to look. Rocket passes out and when he comes to, 3 police officers are trying to figure out what he is. They're pretty sure he isn't friendly and draw their guns. Rocket tries to explain. They aren't listening. To make matters worse, Kraven is back on his feet and claims Rocket attacked him. Which Rocket kinda did. Rocket isn't going to take it. In seconds, he disarms a police officer and escalates to a hostage situation. Neither Rocket nor Kraven have much patience and a gunfight breaks out. Rocket leans into the gunfight with a little insanity. There's some rage there. Unfortunately, Rocket is out of ammo. But he's not done. He hitches a ride on a taxi and with a parting gesture he's off. Kraven isn't called a hunter for fun. He tracks Rocket across New York. Kraven is methodical and patient. It takes all day, but Kraven closes in on Rocket. It appears that the Raccoon is hiding in a dumpster. Kraven shouts in triumph, but he's underestimated Rocket. It's a decoy. Rocket has dressed a raccoon up in his clothes. Rocket springs his trap in the form of a dump truck. He rams the truck into the dumpster and then flips it into the compactor. Now it's Rocket's turn to underestimate Kraven. The dump truck can't hold the hunter. Using a knife made of adamantium, Kraven slices the metal side of the truck. Rocket doesn't have time to put his pants back on. He might be an expert with a weapon, but he's on the run without his pants and Kraven is in hot pursuit. Rocket makes his way to the ferry terminal. The ferry is leaving. With an impressive leap and a superhero landing, Rocket makes it to the ferry, leaving Kraven on the shore. Rocket takes a well-deserved rest, but Kraven isn't done yet. A tanker closes in on the ferry. The passengers are confused. Rocket knows what's happening, or rather who is happening. It's Kraven and he's going to crash the tanker into ferry. Rocket makes it to Liberty Island, but Kraven isn't stopping. He crashes the tanker into the island. As the dust clears, it's a face-off between Rocket and Kraven. A fist fight breaks out between the two. Rocket is giving as good as he gets. He's got the upper hand on Kraven, until the hunter bites back. Armed with a flare gun, Rocket holds off Kraven who taunts him. Rocket shoots the flare. It misses Kraven, but Rocket wasn't aiming for the hunter. The flare hits the spilled contents of the tanker. A huge explosion consumes the tanker and this island. Liberty Island is shaken to its foundation. The statue rumbles and falls. Lady Liberty falls face first into the water. Before Rocket can do anything, a task force arrives and takes him into custody. They're not taking any chances with Rocket. They take him to a holding camp for aliens. Rocket isn't happy and he's not staying. He meets an alien who can open portals, but not while they are being held captive. Rocket has no intention of remaining imprisoned. He powers through the bathroom. He's a raccoon on a mission. He collects a number of items and within less time than it takes to watch a Marvel movie, Rocket builds a flamethrower and stages a prison escape. Rocket leads the aliens to an open space where they can open a portal. But Kraven the Hunter isn't done with Rocket. Kraven tracks Rocket and the aliens. Rocket surrenders, realizing it is the only way the other aliens can escape. Kraven draws his knife and closes in to finish off his prey. Kraven falls for the decoy a second time. Rocket the resourceful raccoon has a flash bang. As Kraven gets close, he drops the flash bang into the hunter's pants. That'll stop him. At least for a while. Thanks for joining us to the end. Rocket vs Kraven. A bit of fun? A little too silly? Or a good matchup? Leave a comment and tell us what you think.